everybody? My name is Rashid Coleman, and I'm going to be hosting a series for you today called goneMAAD, which is going to be centered around mental health, anxiety, and depression. It is an issue that affects over 40 million Americans 18 years of age or older, as well as 350 million people worldwide. I know when I was a child, this was an issue that never came up. I didn't even know about anxiety or depression until I experienced it myself. So I'm hoping to utilize this space as an opportunity to share my story and invite as many other people as I can to share their story as well.
My name is Jade Burka. I grew up in Butler, Pennsylvania. See, now I live in the Burgh. Met Rashid and some of the other people you'll see here on this film series. I went to Slippery Rock University. We played basketball together. So I'm here just to tell my part of the story: anxiety and depression. At the time, like I said, I was a collegiate athlete. Suffered from depression my entire life. Part of it stemmed from growing up in a predominantly white neighborhood. I'm a biracial man, so I didn't necessarily know who I was supposed to be. So in turn, I kind of developed some anxiety from that. I didn't know how to articulate myself. All I knew was I had basketball. So at the time, I didn't know that was how I was articulating myself. So I didn't understand until I got to Slippery Rock, until I started playing sports, that that's how I expressed myself. But even through all the sports, I was battling depression as well. So they tell you, go to college, get a degree, you're gonna get a job, you're gonna be successful. So I went to college, and like I just said, I played sports, I got all the grades, I was successful, but really having some not so great thoughts. Still going through depression, so I got on antidepressants around 2011, put on a lot of weight. Just kind of came with the territory, but it did start helping me with my mental, just kind of getting to where I thought was normal, where I should be, in order to not only make myself happy, but my now fiance happy and our son happy as well. So currently, I work for the City of Pittsburgh Housing Authority. I do camera investigations through 16 low-income public housing units. Tremendous job. I get to see and do a lot of different things. So even through depression and anxiety, I feel like I'm starting to make it. By no means is the struggle and my story over, but I'm getting there. Looking to get married in February, working and getting back in shape. Looking to get back in touch with my friend Rashid, who does this film series, and all my athlete friends from college, and everyone that just kind of I selfishly kind of pushed away just because I was dealing with all that. I didn't want to burden anybody with what I was going through. With this film series, little did I know, all of my closest friends were going through the same things as well. I don't know if it's a generational thing where all this pressure's put onto us. I don't know if it's just kind of how we've all grown up. Maybe that's why we were all kind of attracted to each other as friends. But I take comfort now knowing that I'm not the only one. I have my friends to lean on. I have my family to lean on. It's getting better. I'm sure I'm one of many stories like this. And I'm biracial, but a lot of people look at me as African American. As an African American, especially as a male, you don't get to really express yourself in this way. Kind of frowned upon. You're supposed to be tough. You're supposed to be hardened, especially by your experiences, racially, societally, generationally. You're supposed to be hardened by your experiences, so you can't really, speak on this. There's never really a forum to speak on this until hopefully now. Until hopefully, people will be comfortable in telling their story and hopefully, coming together and leaning on each other so that, one, we can express it, two, we can figure out how to move forward from here, and then three, finally move forward.
So what advice would you have for 22-year-old Jade Burka now?
22-year-old Jade Burka, I would say to be more open, especially with your friends. met my best friends, my brothers in college, and we were all there when we were 22. We were all going through it in our own ways, in our own rooms, in our apartment. So I wish at the time I would have expressed myself and said more, and hopefully, you know, it would have helped us get to where we are now a few years earlier.
And what advice would you have for people our age now going through the same thing?
People our age now going through the same thing, I would say that, you know, you're not alone. Even speaking with other people now, you know, that we went to people that we went to school with, or that I know now and I've connected with professionally, and, you know, even socially, I know that I'm not alone. I know that we're not alone. I know that everyone kind of has some of the same sort of feelings. This feeling that because you went to school, you're supposed to already be something, just be made into something. But, you know, the journey's never over. Just because we're 27, 28 years old now, you know, they say, you know, you're supposed to have your life figured out, and I don't know if you'll ever necessarily have it figured out. You know, my advice really is to know that it's an ever-going process. You're always changing, you're always evolving, you're always looking to do better and to do more, and to just enjoy that journey.
Thank you, man.
Just really enjoy that journey. Thank you.